Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team at home runs and runs batted in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup, and when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
Just about to get underway, and on the hill in this one, Jose Barrios. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. He'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Out towards right center field. And George makes the grab.
The left fielder, number 31.
Here's Riley Green. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Check swing. He went 0-1. Barrios, multi-time All-Star. He throws a slurve, a four-seamer, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. On the ground, out to short. To first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Orlando Arcia. On the ground to third. Chapman over to first in time. And that will end the inning. Welcome back. And on the hill, the lefty, Tarik Skubal.
Well, last year, kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Throw on to Torkelson. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. Bo Bichette up to the dish. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And a good eye there. Ground ball up the middle, and it gets by him.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
And now 1-2.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Guerrero tries to hold up, appeal to first, and yes, he did. Jerry Hillsdale rings him up. Blue Jays held in check. We played an inning, no score. Top of the second. Now it's the DH, Kerry Carpenter. The pitch. In the air, out towards left center. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down.
Waste no time there. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Kiermaier squeezes it, and there's one down. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. And first offering is fouled off. This one high in the air to left center. He dives, but he can't make the catch. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Here's the catcher to hit, Jake Rogers. And it's fouled away.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
In the air out to center. Kiermaier moving under it. Snags it for the second out.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
So digging in, Andy Ibanez. This ball's chopped on the ground. Down the line, and it's foul. Now the 0-1. Line drive, and that's just foul. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Tigers strand a pair. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the inning. Here's Matt Chapman. That's in there. 0-1.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Boog, something I hear from hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in 2-strike counts. And that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence and seeing some pitches in that at-bat.
Next to hit, Santiago Espinal. In there, and it's 0-1. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike? Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Caught just shy of the wall.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Number 36 in the box now. No balls and a strike. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Throws him with a backdoor slider. Blue Jays go down in order. We'll move to the third with no. Back now in Toronto. And now the rookie second baseman, Jace Young. Berrios back to work. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Young in his rookie season hitting 9th in today's lineup. A former first-round pick in 2022. Oh, and 2 now. Hit weakly on the ground. Chapman. Throw to first is in time. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. So the lineup flips over, and stepping in is the speedy Matt Vierling. Line to left, and it goes just foul. Top of the third, no score. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Springer there makes the catch. That's out number 2. Now the number 2 hitter, Riley Green, grounded out his first time. That's inside. Green goes 6 feet 3 inches, 22 years old. Usually in center field, but today starting in left. Now a screamer into the outfield. And puts the squeeze on that. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. And we are still scoreless. Back here at Rogers Center, set for the bottom of the third. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. First pitch just misses.
One ball, no strike.
Next one misses. Ball 2.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter. A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Here's George Springer. There's a strike. Chris, one of the things that's really cool about George Springer's story is what he has overcome. As a kid, he had a lot of anxiety, and he had a stutter. And he's a guy now that speaks publicly and does so marvelously and is a great spokesperson for young people who struggle with stuttering.
Yeah, the Stuttering Association for the Young, SAY is the acronym, and George Springer doing a great job representing that organization.
Into center. Vierling gets under it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's going to be Whit Merrifield. There's a strike. Slow roller up the middle. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. Still no score. And welcome back. Here's Orlando Arcia. And the right-hander back to work. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Drops into the glove. 1 away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. Center field. Kiermaier trying to get there. He's got it. Out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Parker Meadows.
Here's a speed threat. Parker Meadows. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Kicks and deals. That one fouled off. Kicks and fires. Swing and a base hit. And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. 1 for 1 with a single so far. They say you win. Late on that fastball.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Meadows, the runner at first with 2 gone. The next offering misses. Now 1-2.
It's a good take.
One and 2 now. Got him swinging. 1 left for Detroit. Welcome back. Bottom 4. Here's Kevin Kiermaier.
The center fielder,
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch comes up empty. That's strike two. Right back to him on the mound. Gathers and throws to first. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. One down, base is empty. Just off the inside edge. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. And he deals. He goes down looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now went down on strikes his first time through. And that's in there for strike one. And here it comes. Going to count 1-2. Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Next offering upstairs. And that's ball four.
Oh, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss.
Well, baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all four corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. One left for Toronto. Through four, still tied. Zip, zip. New inning getting started, and here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. The pitch. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One up, one down. Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. He popped out his first time. Pounding ball here, rolls foul. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Wow. Good luck catching up to that one.
The wind to kick the pitch. Got him. Two down. And up next for Detroit, Jace Young. He's 0 for 1. Up the middle. The throw to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Tigers are shut down there. Halfway through this one. Still no score. Back here at the ballpark, John Shambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom five, Santiago Espinal. Liner snagged at first. Number 36 now at the plate. Caught looking his first time up. Ball one, no strikes. And there's a strike. And now the lefty. And that one fouled off. The 1-2. Ground ball, Torkelson. He'll do it himself. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Kirk swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Back here at Rogers Center. The batter now, Matt Vierling. The pitch. Vierling goes 6 feet 3 inches, 205 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2018. Fly ball to right. And George makes the grab. One down. So up next, Riley Green. Base knock center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And next to hit for Detroit, Orlando Arcia. Laser base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Here's the throw. He gets there. Winning run at third with only 1 out. Go ahead run on base. And next up for the Tigers, Kerry Carpenter. Here's a rocket to right field. Springer there makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag, the tag, takes a little bit of time by the time that outfielder catches it. But a really good job of getting that run in from third.
On the ground. Base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
The first baseman, Spencer.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Okay.
Fouled off. He was late. In the air, left field. Number 36, ranging back, makes the catch. Inning over. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Well, we go bottom 6, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. The line of the pitch. Just missed. There's a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
1-2 here. That's towards center. Vierling flashes the leather on the run and catch.
The batter number 15, second baseman.
So the batting order turns over. Whit Merrifield next up for the Blue Jays. And a bunt towards third. And he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket.
Well, on the mound, very efficient. Able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
Got him looking. And there's 2 away.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Kiermaier now.
Pretty amazing, going way back. Possibly the best center fielder I've ever seen.
Kiermaier, a former Gold Glove winner, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. Berrios back to work. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
That's to third, and he picks it up in foul territory. Foul ball, still 0-2. Up the middle. On to first. Gets the catcher by a step. Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. This one smacked out to left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now. Jace Young up now for the Tigers. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. That's hard hit on the line. And it's into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. And up next for Detroit, Matt Vierling. And first offering is fouled off. A little out front there as he swings through it. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Tigers lead 1, but they still lead it 1-0. Back now in Toronto, and now the shortstop, Bo Bichette. And a pitch. Good eye right there.
1 ball, no strike.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And there's a ball.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he did. He went around. And he pumps it a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Try to stay out of a double play here.
And a pitch. Line, and that's a base hit. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. Heading for the plate. Young with a relay home. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. It's 1-1.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Swings and chases a low one there. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Next offering misses. 2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Espinal in the box now. Takes strike one. That pitch just misses the inside corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Young. Over to Arcia. That's one. And they turn the double play.
That was a much-needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
And that one fouled off. Bounced out to short. Arcia. To first. And that will end the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Tim Meza. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Riley Green getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. And a pitch. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Trevor Richards getting ready to go. Fought off foul. Left-hand hitter waits. On the ground right side. He steps on the bag. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. This one in the air, right field. Springer pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Hit hard. That gets through.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Meadows, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it drops in. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high-leverage spot right there. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the.
And now this is down for a base hit. Kiermaier fires it to the plate, but it's offline. It's 2-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So 2 down. Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach here. Just to remind him, focus on the hitter. Don't worry about anything else.
Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. So digging in, Andy Ibanez. And that one is lifted in the air. Springer drifts towards it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and the home team down a run. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. And welcome back. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. That's in for a strike. Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side. Swing and a bouncer. Fires over to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
New pitcher for the Tigers, Alex Lang. This is his 3rd time out this year. Springer in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. That's in there. And the count even 1-1. The wind of the pitch. There's a strike. Can't glove it cleanly, but plenty of time to recover, and that's the 2nd out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Ibanez makes the catch, and that is that. Nothing doing for. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Trevor Richards. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Jace Young up now for the Tigers. The pitch. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Kirk hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. So up next, Matt Vierling. Next pitch is popped up. Puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel. But someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Nothing doing here this. Welcome back. Bottom of the 9th. Now Kevin Kiermaier. New arm out of the bullpen, Jason Foley. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. And he deals. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
At the belt and fires. Battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch. That one missed. Smash to the left side. Arcia whips it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
And that one upstairs. The next pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Now a high fly ball out to left center. The one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Really important at bat coming up now.
Righty delivers. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And a swing and a miss. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
Well, in fact, the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity. But it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers, 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Blue Jays, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base.